Welcome to day 69 of our school year. Just one more row filled in. Okay. Let's get down our beginning fraction, 180. We're on day 69. So let's think, is our numerator prime or composite? Well, it's not even, so that doesn't help us. 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 is a multiple of 3. 3 is a factor. Any factor is more than 1 in itself. It is composite. And if you check on the other side, it is not circled because 69 is composite. Right. That means we have to do the prime factorization of both our numerator and our denominator. So here it ends in a 0, so I know that 5 is a factor. I could get 3 groups of 5 out of 18. That's 15. That leaves 30, so that would be 6. 3 plus 6 is 9, so I can divide by 3. I get 12 groups out. 12 is even. I can divide by 2. I get 6. Still even. Divide by 2. I get 3. 3 is prime. I am done. 69, I said I could divide by 3. I can get 20 groups of 3 out of 60 and 3 groups of 3 out of 9. And 23 is actually prime. So we found our prime factor there, so we're done. Let's go ahead and list our factors from least to greatest, prime factors. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5, and 3 times 23. So let's find our factors in common. We have 3. Be careful. This is 23, not a 2 and a 3. So we wouldn't say 2 and 3. We want to have the number 23, not the digits 2 and 3. So there's no 23 down here. There's no just 2 or 3. So that means 3 is our greatest common factor. We're left with 23 in the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12, times 5 is 60. So 23 60ths. Let's prove that. Let's go ahead and make our groups of 3. So we're going to divide into equal groups. Your groups do not have to look like mine, but do make sure there's 3 in each group. And you want to keep the shaded separated from the unshaded. So we're making equal groups. Okay, so the way I made my groups, I have 3 in each of these rows, and then I can go back and add this column. So to find my total groups of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 total groups. And I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23 shaded in. Okay, so now that we've done our division with our model, let's go ahead and do the division with our algorithm, or repeated subtraction. That's also what's going on with division. We're subtracting out large groups. I don't know why I wrote 68 there. It should be 69. Okay, so we're going to subtract large groups of 3 out of 180. We're going to do the same out of 69. So let's try 50 groups of 3. Because the placeholder moves it over a place. 5 times 3 is 15. Numbers the same, zeros a game. More on top, no need to stop. Bring that 30 up here. I can do 10 times 3 is 30. Numbers the same, zeros a game. So I'm subtracting out those large groups with my repeated subtraction. Add these partial quotients together, I get 60. Here, let's see, 20 times 3, placeholder moves it over a place. 2 times 3 is 6. More on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Bring the 9 over here. 3 times 3 is 9. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Add these partial quotients together, we get 23. Now we want to check our answer. Divisor times quotient plus remainder, divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since our remainder is 0 for both, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, we don't need to take the time to add 0 if it's just going to stay the same. 3 groups of 0 is 0. 3 groups of 6 tens is 18 tens. 3 groups of 3 is 9. 3 groups of 2 tens is 6 tens. 69, that matches our dividend here. 180 matches our dividend up here. So that means that 23 is definitely our numerator and 60 is definitely our denominator. So let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. We are in trimester 2, week 2. Today is 11, 15, 19, and our fraction for today is 23/60. Okay, let's go ahead and get out our number line. We did groups of 3, so go ahead and find your groups of 3. Okay. So we have 19/60 is our last one. 20/60 has many equivalent fractions, 30/90, 15/45, 12/36, 10/30, and our simplest form of 1/3. Then we have 21/60, where our equivalent fraction in lowest terms is actually 7/20, that's the simplest form. 22/60, 11/30 is the simplest form, or equivalent fraction in lowest terms. And then today, 23/60, there are no lines that line up below it, and they only are beginning fraction above it. So this is our equivalent fraction in lowest terms, or simplest form. Go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.